Alright, here's a cool trick I just wanted to show you to customize the folder names in your File Explorer's navigation area here. Normally, all of these things in the corporate section, kind of the folder shares in SharePoint or OneDrive that are for teams, all have these long names that are the name of the SharePoint site, a hyphen, and then the name of the document library or file storage repository on that website. And so on my case, there's several from the eForest 365 site, some from the EAC committee, which has a ridiculously long name, and several others here. And it just crowds up the whole area. And like any file share, whether it's OneDrive or even an old school file share, you can't just rename it because then other people wouldn't be able to get there. And everybody has to have the same name. But you can change the name that is shown on your side, kind of like a shortcut, using a feature that is a little bit obfuscated, but once you enable it is helpful, and you only have to do it once. So I'll show you how I did that. So for example, this eForest team folder here, the folder is really called eForest 365-documents and so on, but I have it showing as eForest team. And the way you do that, first you want to go into your folder options and turn on the ability to see the protected OS files. Now, normally you don't want to see these. They're just mostly just boring clutter. But you do need to edit it this time. You can go turn it back off afterwards. And you just create a notepad file. This one's called Desktop.ini. And in the folder or in the file, you just create a localized resource name, give it any name you want, and that will be the override name that is shown everywhere when you're using this folder. So I'm going to put this same file into the shop files folder. I'm just going to copy and paste it. No reason not to. Desktop.ini. We're going to just call this one shop files, appropriately enough. And you'll see that right now it says eForest team here. Let's just refresh or close and reopen this so it rereads that same file. That's cool. Shop files. So the way to get this to refresh actually is to just right click any blank space in the folder, go to customize. You don't have to do anything, and then just click OK, and it refreshes everything reading this new desktop file. So I'm going to take this file and copy and paste it into the EAC committee. We'll double click on it. We're just going to call this one EAC. Let's do HR EAC docs. Close it, save it. We'll do that same trick. Go to the customized folder, just ignore everything and click OK, and it will reread that. IT support docs, I want to do the same thing. I'll just paste, go into the file and do IT team docs, close it, go to customize, hit enter, sales ops, paste, call this one sales ops docs. How about that? Go to customize, hit OK. Shop files I already did, although I'm going to call this eForest shops. eForest shops? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do eForest shops. Because I want it to be sorted together with the eForest team, just to help me out. You guys probably don't have this many, but eForest shop files. And let's go back to customize, hit enter. Very last one. This one already has a desktop.ini. It's called wellness. It's not refreshed yet, and the reason why is because I haven't gone to customize and hit OK. There we go. Now if I close and reopen this, they should be in alphabetical order. Very, very nice. Now I have tons more room here. I've never tried it on these root folders here, but I imagine it would work the same way. This one says OneDrive-work. So let's go to customize, hit OK. It doesn't look like it did it. And these are special namespaces. Let's see. The only thing, well, actually that should have already done it. Because this just needs to be a system type folder, and the desktop.ini needs to be system and hidden. And I'm sure that they are. But see, this is actually not a folder. The OneDrive LLC. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I go up a level to my root folder, OneDrive LLC. Look at how cluttered this is with all those system files turned on. These are not even real shortcuts. They're just there for compatibility, and it's not an access denied issue. It's just you're not supposed to click on those ever. Where's the Teleflora LLC? OneDrive. Oh, look, here it does actually use my special name. So that's why. I mean, this is using the correct name from the Desktop.ini. It just doesn't work in the navigation pane. You can go into the registry and rename those. I'm not going to bother right now because really all I cared about was these ones here. I hate having a scroll bar. And now I can easily see all the eFlorist team files, all my OSM and stuff. I can easily get to the sales ops team and get to all their eFlorist resources where they keep our fact sheets and stuff. Um, Everything is easy to get to. eFlorist shop files not quite as helpful because there's 6,000 of those, so it's easier to just click on that, go to the end, and add a slash and type the shop code you care about. Once you're done, go back to your folder options. On the View tab, click Restore Defaults so your operating system files are already hidden from view, and it'll really clean up your display as well. For example, back on my root folder that I showed earlier, it's really back to pretty much clean layout without all those fake shortcuts. Anyway, that's the end of the tip, but I'll be back with more. I've got some other things to record, and I will post those soon.